just one award. Now, we call this area of our studio lot that we're currently showing you London Square. It allows filmmakers to create London right here in Southern California, because most of what you and I see in the movies and on television, it's actually based on Hollywood illusions. For example, you all are so cute, I hate to ruin it for you, but I'm gonna do. Go back and rewatch the movie Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. That movie wasn't filmed in England. We turned this area of our studio lot into the swinging 1960s London for that film starring Mike Myers. Yeah, baby, yeah. And then on the other side of us, that's the street I mentioned earlier called New York Street.
Hey everyone, welcome to New York. I got my start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighborhood. Once got mugged over there by an old woman, tough lady. This is my favorite hot dog guy. Hey, buddy, how's it going? Remember me? No. Just like old times. Gotta love New York City. Hey, I'm walking here. Hey, it's cool, guys. I was just walking there.
You can get another good look at that street as we drive past it on the right side of the tram.
So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro sets. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere, even if you make it here on the Universal lot.
And as everybody on the tram knows, New York, that's the favorite stomping ground of the guy we're about to go see next. I'm talking about King Kong. Now, the very first King Kong movie was made all the way back in 1933 with, get this, a puppet that stood only 16 inches tall. Well, you know what? There's no puppet waiting for you inside of this tunnel.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct movies. I saw that movie on TV when I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I wanted to become a filmmaker. I like films that just take you away from your real life and sweep you up an adventure. Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you're encountering monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times. So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island, and it's great to have you along for the ride. Now, we have created this 3D immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, but just have them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island.
Not only are we about to return, we have arrived. The driver and I asked that if you have small children with you, say their feet do not quite touch the tram floor, that you seat them toward the center of the rows and away from the outside gates. Please remain seated during the entire attraction, keeping your arms, legs, hands, and feet inside of the vehicle. And hold on to all of your personal belongings, because ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Skull Island.
The island. Nobody's lived here for hundreds of years. Can you be so sure?
360 3D, one of the largest, most intense 3D experiences. You know what I'm gonna say? Now make sure you hang on to those 3D glasses because you will need those again a little later on. But first, this tram you're sitting on today, it's not just used by our awesome driver to ride around our studio lot giving tours. These trams are celebrities because over the years, they've appeared in various television shows and films. Oh, remember the A-Team with Mr. T? I pity the fool. Did you see him on Dancing with the Stars? Yeah, I pity the dancer. He was awful. Oh my goodness, he was so awful. Now, whenever you and I see a vehicle like our tram on film, did you know it's what's known in the movie business as a picture car? Now, if you didn't know that, that's okay. But like this lady coming up on your monitors, ooh, honey child, you better look out. Look out! Because here's how it works. Movie makers rely on using just the right car to enhance their films and television shows. So much thought goes into it. It's the reason we all remember the DeLorean from Back to the Future, Kit from Knight Rider, and that red Ferrari on your monitors. There it is in person on the left, along with some other memorable cars. Because using just the right cars, like the ones from the Flintstones, can easily make or break a Hollywood blockbuster. And that fact is especially true when you're talking about the gyrosphere that was used in the movie Jurassic World, which was so successful, it is now the #5 film of all time worldwide. And speaking of that movie, the vehicle on your monitors, it's coming up in person on the right side of the tram as our driver prepares to take us all to a jungle island just off the coast of Costa Rica. So we can share with you various set pieces and props that you saw on the big screen. And I'm very excited to announce that Laura Dern, Sam Neill, and Jeff Goldblum from that very first Jurassic Park movie, they're going to make a return to the big screen and appear in Jurassic World 3. But remember this scene from the Lost World Jurassic Park? When that mobile green lab was hanging precariously over a cliff? Well, because you're our special guest today, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. That scene wasn't filmed in Costa Rica. And it certainly wasn't filmed over the edge of a cliff. Do you know how dangerous that would be? Oh my goodness. Here's what Universal Studios and Spielberg did. They suspended this vehicle we're driving past on the left side of the tram by way of a crane. Any guesses where? They suspended that vehicle by way of a crane right here over top of one of our parking garages that we simply painted to look like the edge of a cliff. And now that you know the truth behind how the scene was really filmed, here it is from the movie. Parking garage. Now, for those of you who are fans of our Jurassic Park films, you'll recall that weather played a very important role in setting just the right mood in all of those films. But creating weather effects has always been challenging for filmmakers because think about it, where do most movies get made? Right here in warm, hot, sunny Southern California, where You don't get too many changes in the weather. It's usually the same old boring sunshine day in and day out. So on the left, we're showing you how easily Hollywood can make a classic like Gene Kelly singing in the rain, even on a beautiful sunny day like today. And as everybody sitting in car number 3 knows, out here in California, if you get too much rain, you end up with a flash flood. Take a look to the left, car number 3. You're about to get soaking wet. Listen to them screaming. And here's how what we showed you in person looks for the movies. I know, see how I said car 3 is actually car 1. Tricky. And that's how Hollywood made the movie Big Fat Liar. As our driver takes us to an area of our studio lot that we call 6 Point Texas Cowboy. Yep. This is where Universal Studios made all of their Western films.
This town ain't big enough for the both of us, Jimmy pal.
Well, I ain't going anywhere, Jimmy pal.
Now look here. Nice folks in this town don't want no trouble. They just want to check out 6 Points, one of the oldest sets on the Universal lot.
Not only are these the oldest sets on our lot, this is where it all started with the man on your monitors, Carl Lemley. For an admission price of only 25 cents back in 1915, he would invite guests to Universal Studios so they could sit on bleachers right here on this street and watch a silent Western movie being made right in front of their very eyes. And while most of us know Clint Eastwood as Dirty Harry, go ahead, make my day. He got his start in the movie business on that street. He used to make Western cowboy movies for Universal Studios. And get this, back in the 1950s, we only paid Clint Eastwood $75 a week. Now another area that used to get used to make our Western movies, we're about to drive past that area, coming up over here on the left side of the track. This is an area of our studio back lot that we call Denver Street. I'll give you a moment to take a look at this street on the left, because here's how it looked on film in the past.
You're just gonna stir things up here.
That I am.
How dare you hit that man?
Mine hit the ground first.
Mine was taller.
And how cool is this? The studio that you're currently touring, it's 105 years old. That man on your monitors, Kirk Douglas, did you guys know he's 102? It's pretty awesome. Now that stall that you see on the right side of the tram, that appeared in the movie Seabiscuit. A lot of movies have been filmed out here on our Universal Studios lot. And speaking of movies, take a look at the sign on the left as our driver prepares to take us all to the small town of Amity. Now this is the town, you may recall, that was scared by the crazy dinner habits of that man-eating shark. But not to fear anyone, look. See the shark over there? There he is on the right side of the tram, clearly captured. I mean, seriously, do you guys think we would bring you out here if there was a shark in the water? What kind of people do you think we are? My goodness. Okay, that's who we are. That's who, okay, oh my. Did he hear me? Is he swimming? I can't tell. What's he doing over there? Oh, it sounds like he's screaming. Okay, bad news for the diver. But I mean, seriously, it ain't like we knew that man. We just met him 10 seconds ago. We don't know that man's name. I don't know him. Here's what I want to know. Did anybody see where the shark went? No. Stop playing. Where's he at? Oh, look. He's over there pulling the yellow barrel. And besides that, we're probably safe because we're protected by all of this fire. Oh, thank goodness. That fire's going to keep us safe. Woo. Say hello to everybody. The mechanical shark. You know the one I'm talking about. Now, can anybody guess how many movies have been filmed out here since 1950? Are you ready? 8,000 movies. And get this, whenever we make a new movie, we don't build a new set for each new film, and I'll tell you why. It's the studio's hope and belief that when you and I are sitting in our movie theater chair, we're so busy eating popcorn and following the film, who in the world is paying attention to the details in the background, like the buildings, right? So here's what Universal Studios will do. We reuse the same sets we already have. We cross our fingers and say to ourselves, man, I hope nobody in the audience realizes we've already shown them this building before. Here's how it works. Take a look at that house on the right, and then take a look at your monitors. Ta-da! Same house. Who's paying attention to the house, right? Welcome to Hollywood. That's how we do it. This next street we're going to share with you is another perfect example. You all have been looking at these same identical houses so many times over the years. This is a street that we here at Universal Studios call Colonial Street, but the driver and I, we're going to show you around the neighborhood. This purple house over here on the left, this was 1313 Mockingbird Lane on the Munsters. The green and brick house on the right looks familiar. This street was used to film the show Leave It to Beaver. Those of you on the tram who are fans of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, yeah, these houses appeared in episodes of that television show. You can even see these houses in a Taco Bell commercial. Have you tried the double stack tacos? So good. Oh, I'm sorry, got off track. Now this street was also used for a movie called The Burbs, starring Tom Hanks. Oh, and when Nellie and Kelly Rowland decided to make a music video, welcome to Nellieville. That porch that Nellie is sitting on, it's the Brown House over here on the left side of the track. That's where him and Kelly Rowland made their music video. The house on your monitors is the yellow house on the right side of the track. After Mark Cherry came up with the idea for the show Desperate Housewives, and even though ABC is another network, when they saw this street, they knew it would be perfect, and it was used to play Wisteria Lane for all 8 seasons of the show Desperate Housewives. And then this green house over here on the left, address 1312. Look familiar to anybody? Neighbors 2, starring Zac Efron. But here's a clue as to the neighborhood we're about to share with you next.
You're a million, Mr. Grinch. You really are.